listen over. You a queen when I less than I'm a gozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Girl, you're such a powerful woman.
Hi ninjas, how are you doing? It's a girl, Owamie, aka Miss Fia for bring back for our entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that I subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love it. And do not forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's at boldly Owamie. Now my ninjas, I'm sitting on the floor because literally my phone, my battery is dead, and I'm like, I need this phone to record this, so I'm sitting on the floor. That's why I'm sitting on the floor. But as long as you guys can see me, can hear me, joy is good, Shibabo. Joy is good, okay? I also want to go ahead and plug you guys. There's a new bar that is opening. It's called Exclusive Bar. It is there by Owamie. I'm sure that there's going to be a poster somewhere here. So, yeah, it's going to be opening soon. So, this is kind of like, a get ready. You understand? But they're gonna be opening soon, so yeah, I'm gonna obviously tell you guys all about it very, very soon. But be getting ready, Shbaba, be getting ready, okay? Now today we do come with some good news, and obviously I feel like when it comes to this particular topic, I have not really been reporting on it, and the reason for that is that I don't know if you guys have seen, I really do try my best to stay away from death. Like, it just gets overwhelming for me, I think I've actually told you guys that when I started blogging, it was just all about fun, man. People are not dying as much as how it is happening now. We didn't have as shocking stories, as like serious stories as we do now, which is something that is obviously quite sad because it just shows the direction this world is heading towards. So I feel like it's a small win for a huge loss. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and explain to you guys, just in case maybe you're someone that does not know what had happened. So we're gonna be talking about Lesego Pase, okay, and I'm gonna summarize what happened. So Lesego has a baby daddy who it seems like they were fighting for custody of their son. It does seem like his son was maybe just over 2 years, or almost, so he was still very, very young. From the interview that I saw, I can't remember which network, I don't know if it was Newsroom. I think she spoke about how, he went and he got a temporary order to have the child because she did not have a place to stay. So he kind of used that because he kicked her out, from what we hear allegedly, right? So now she then goes on, this is a man that is very, very rich. He can afford 2 nannies, and he's got a house with a pool, estate vibes. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, this is a man that is well off, multi millionaire. So what had happened was, it does seem like she saw some safety concerns, and she sent this man a message to say, hey, can you guys please be careful when it comes to opening the door towards the pool area? You do have a toddler, you understand? And this man actually responded by saying F you to her. Now, unfortunately, one day, she gets a call from him, and he's talking about how he's rushing home. There was an accident. The child fell in the pool, but the nannies were able to take him out on time, but he's rushing there. She calls the police for the police to go there. The paramedics are there. She's busy talking to him, trying to find out. And it does seem like these two had a very abusive relationship towards each other, because she couldn't even believe that what he was saying was the truth. She thought maybe it was just one of his tricks, right? So at one point she wanted to believe, but at the other she's just like, I don't know, is it just one of his tricks? Now mind you guys, she had actually just posted some stuff online, kind of outing the guy, I think like maybe about 2 days before or 3 days before, but it was a few days before this tragic thing happened. And so she says that she was thinking, maybe was he trying to get back at her for that, or did maybe he want to meet up with her at the police station, maybe to serve her with a protection order or something, and then turns out that as she was busy talking to him, he hands the phone to one guy that was, I guess, a paramedic, who then breaks the news that his son has passed away. Of course, as I explained, you know, she was struggling to believe because she doesn't even know what to believe. She thinks maybe this guy is just playing with me and stuff like that, you know. However, unfortunately, she was, you know, kind of cut out. She tried to say, okay, with my family we have to come. Have you told your mom? The guy was really honestly just being so unreasonable. In my personal opinion, I feel like if you're with a child and the child dies, the other parent, doesn't matter if it's the father or the mother, they deserve to know every single detail, you know. So at this point she is like frustrated. She's trying to find out, is the baby really dead? She calls his cousins, they're like, we don't know anything about it. And of course, you know, this whole thing is just something tragic. Okay, now all her attempts to just try and get full explanations, she wasn't getting it. It's a long story. I read the whole thing. The videos are somewhere here on the channel just down, so you can go and watch if you just want the full story. But long story short, this guy ends up actually burying the child, from what we hear, the following day, which was on his birthday, without the mother of the child. So she never saw her son's remains. She never saw her son's body. She really didn't understand what was going on, because from what she heard was that when I guess the paramedics went there and they declared him dead, he was you know, in a bedroom, and he was he was almost naked. So he only had his diaper on and he was facing up, and unfortunately he was already deceased. One thing I can tell you guys is that she has been fighting. There was a march that was actually organized. I honestly literally wanted to go, but it did get postponed, you know, just because I felt this is one of the most bizarre things I've ever had, you know, like ever. And I still just cannot believe that someone would get away with something like this in this country. Like, I thought we live in a free country, but clearly money and power says a lot. She did actually say that the guy is very close with, you know, some police there, their friends, stuff. And again, guys, like, you know, the part that pisses me off is that I and Lord forgive me, I know it's not all of them, but have you ever seen that situation where you look at police like, how can I say this? I wouldn't even say vultures, because I feel like vultures are even better. Like, you know, bottom of the barrel. That's how I see a lot of them. They will take literally 4,000 rands, bribe, and lose a docket of someone that killed a human. They will be doing the utmost for the smallest, dumbest amount. And so you're just like, you really are scraping. Like, you are at the bottom of the barrel scraping, you know? So obviously we do not know what exactly happened there, but she has been fighting and she did want to get her son's body exhumed. Now, today, the reason why I'm doing this video is because we do have some good news. She did say the permit has been granted from the Gauteng Health. Now we await an official permit to exhume the body from National Cogta. I do trust this will be issued by COB today. Once again, thank you for your cooperation during these trying times. And she did then go ahead and posted another story to say that she got all the permits. So I do not know when they're going to exhume the body, but maybe they might do it tomorrow. Hopefully, I hope that it will be tomorrow. I think that they really did take long, you know. I wish that he was laid to rest today and they did everything very fast and got him exhumed the following day, you know. And I think that for me it's just a psychological thing, because you know, a week buried or laid to rest, I do not know, you know, how would someone still be looking, the state of the child. And if it is true that he passed today and he was laid to rest the following day, did they even, what do they call that thing, embalm, you know, the state at which she's going to find the baby? I think that's the part that I'm really just concerned for her mental health. I think no parent should ever have to see their child deceased. You know, it's very unnatural for a parent to bury their child. How it should be is that, you know, children should bury their parents, not the other way around. But then, like, having to see your child maybe deceased, and then having to see your child deceased and maybe not in the best state, I feel like that's actually gonna be even more traumatic. There is also another aspect that I think in that other video, I don't know, remember if I actually mentioned it or it was one of the stuff that were actually developing within the story, where she was saying that the guy is not even on the birth certificate. So how was he able to organize a whole funeral of a child that is not, he's not the father to, like, on the birth certificate? So she was asking a lot of valid questions. I should go ahead and say it is something that is really honestly quite sad, and that's why I'm saying that I don't even know if I would say congratulations, because it's like, you know, a little win for such a huge loss. Losing a child, I'm sure, is something that just cannot be easy whatsoever. And I do have to say that I'm really proud of her. You know, even though some people were like, oh, go grieve, or try to say she should be silent, she fought. And I think because she's so public about everything and updating the public, it is putting that foot on their necks to have to do the right thing. So no matter where your money can go, unfortunately, when the public is now involved, it's not a lot of people that will be comfortable now taking things under the blanket, because nothing is under the blanket. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm really proud of her because her strategy definitely worked. And I do hope that, you know what, she will be able to say her final goodbyes and maybe perhaps get a bit of closure, and she can be able to lay her child to rest in a proper way. I mean, if the father of the child laid the child to rest today and went on to throw a party, or somebody throws a party and that they're drinking, celebrating, it really is very questionable. You know, it's a very questionable act, I will not even lie. But yeah, man, I just feel like she was robbed, even if, let's say, oh, it was an accident. But I feel like she got robbed so much. She should have had that chance, you know, to at least stay with her child, hug her child, just, you know, akole, like she sees, "Oh, this is my child." I cannot imagine just having your child buried and you don't even, in 2024. That is sick and that is wild. But anyway, that is the update that I just wanted to tell you guys. I know that some of you guys have been asking about it. Are you gonna report on it? I've been really trying to stay away from it up until maybe we got a bit of a break when it came to this, just because, as I said, I hate reporting about death. It depresses me. But anyway, do go ahead and comment down below what you guys think of this whole situation. From Owamie, I love you guys. Stay blessed, and I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas.